The idea for Create really began with a project that a group of us got involved in called Art at Chestertown, which was conceived as a way to do marketing. One of the great difficulties of promoting yourself as an artist is that there are very few vehicles to do that with. Magazines are few and they're very expensive. Traditional methods of, perhaps doing major, campaigns on television and whatnot really just don't work for the individual artist. But we felt that if we got together and we began to market together, we could reduce costs and we could identify a group of artists in our area that really had attained their mark as artisans and had done that on a national level. So we reached out to one another. We also had the opportunity to work with Bernadette Bowman at the Kent Tourism Office. One of the things we've realized in the gallery, art business, retail business, restaurant business in Chestertown is if we get you here, we all benefit. So, it wasn't a case of our doing this and thinking it was just going to benefit us. It benefited every gallery in town. It benefited the stores and the restaurants. But we wanted to do something unique too. We felt that, we were moving towards an arts and entertainment district. We were thinking about lots of these different ways that we could market the town as an arts destination. And we didn't want to get lost in the shuffle. I've worked very hard at my gallery to bring in the top regional artists in the Mid-Atlantic and to bring in local artists, quote unquote, who had attained a level of mastery and exposure and exhibitions on a national or regional level. Most of the artists that I've carried for years have had a museum show or a major exhibition in a different venue. I felt that during those years I proved that we could bring people to Chestertown to see really excellence, to see something they might not even see in Baltimore or Washington or Philadelphia, but a gallery that was filled with really superb artists, and that they would come to us. We could create this destination. Well, that dovetailed into working with the same group. All of us have our studios and galleries around town, and we decided that it would be important for us to refer to one another, which we did beautifully. And then the opportunity came up to do the ACC show, the American Craft Council show, which is the granddaddy of all of the craft exhibitions. It's been out there forever. And you have to be juried into that. So you've already been selected as one of the top artisans in the United States when you are invited by ACC to participate in their shows. We had an opportunity to take a booth. All of the craft artists were participating in that. I waved and came along for the trip, but we all supported one another in doing that exhibition at ACC. When we got back home from it, we felt, well, Chestertown needs to see this, and we had a chance to do a little pop-up show. So we took over some space in the old fire hall on the second floor, and we did our first pop-up. And it was tremendously successful. We were encouraged by the feedback that we all got. And that really became the moment where we realized we need to be together. And we still need to be separate. And every one of us has a following, a market, or whatever, but together we could do something very special. That's when Create came into being. Over. Create became the word. And it sums up, I think, beautifully what we are all about. We want to create an experience. We want to create a venue. We want to create an opportunity for people to see the very best, to connect with the very best. Not everybody who comes into our gallery Create will purchase something, but they will come in and they will have an opportunity for an experience. We manage the store by each of the partners taking a day, so there's always an artisan on duty, if you will. We know each other's work intimately, but we also know all of the other artisans that we have invited to be guest artists. We know their work as well, and we're able to talk intelligently about their methods, techniques, and whatnot. So you get to really come have an experience of learning something about what's happening in the contemporary American craft market at this time. It's not about selling an object as much as it's selling an experience and having people feel special about the things that they're buying, the things that they're bringing into their home, that they know someone's had their hands on it, that they've been connected to it, that they bring to it a philosophy, if you will. So it's a real connection to the artist, and I think that's the element that I'm most proud of.